And we have come to the point in time where the NWA World's Heavyweight title matchup is now in the steel cage. D'Lo Brown, AJ Styles. Let's go to the tail of the tape. Let's look at the raw numbers in this matchup between D'Lo Brown and AJ Styles. And if you look at those raw numbers, you see that the size and the experience edge lie with the challenger, D'Lo Brown. Yes, it is going to be a TNA first. The World's Heavyweight title belt, the NWA Singles Championship at stake inside the cage. Important to note, Director of Authority Eric Watts has barred Siaki and Trinity from ringside, and he will be handcuffed to Vince Russo. We're ready. Let's send it to JB.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, for your main event of the evening, please welcome the Director of Authority, Eric Watts.
This is the man that stepped up to the plate. This is the man that made the call to ensure that we have a one-on-one matchup, Don.
Oh, it was the call to make, too, and you got to respect Eric Watts for the call that he made. Not only is he barred Siaki and Trinity from ringside, he is going to make Russo watch it right in front of the ring, handcuffed to him. To me, that's justice.
You know the relationship that began when this man, the challenger, D'Lo Brown, and AJ Styles were a tag team several months ago. It certainly turned sour with the inclusion of Vince Russo as Styles' mouthpiece. Sour to the point that tonight, the two individuals that had built that partnership, that friendship that was based on mutual respect, now have a steel cage match that is built and based on mutual hatred. And here is the champion accompanied by Vince Russo. And when it comes to AJ Styles, there's no question. His phenomenal, his jaw-dropping offensive style made him one of the first breakout stars of TNA. That was back in 2002 when he dominated in the X Division. But to quote tonight's opponent, D'Lo Brown, AJ Styles has totally changed since he was injected with Vince Russo's poison.
D'Lo Brown has got to have the comfort and the knowledge knowing that Russo might be in that ring right this second, but he'll be out of it here in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance and is your main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA senior official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the world-famous TNA Asylum in Music City, USA, it's time for your NWA Heavyweight Championship bout of the evening. Introducing first of all the challenger. He hails from Chicago, Illinois, and weighs in at 280 pounds. He is the #1 contender for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World, D'Lo Brown.
Motivation on so many fronts, not just the personal grudge, but also the fact that the title gold is at stake.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, being accompanied to the ring by Vince Russo. Since June 12th, 2003, he is the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
No question about what AJ Styles brings to professional wrestling in terms of his in-ring ability. The questions lie with his association with the man who's in his corner, looking over his shoulder at this point, Vince Russo, but that's just momentary because Russo will be handcuffed to the new NWA Director of Authority for this matchup. Yes, he'll be handcuffed to Eric Watts.
Well, you've made no secret about your feelings about Vince Russo, Mike, so you have got to feel like justice is finally being done. And these two, the only way we could do it was to lock that gate so that nobody could come in and interfere.
And at the same time, Trinity, Sonny Siaki, who have repeatedly interfered in these matchups, they have been barred from ringside.
If they come out to ringside, it is a forfeit, and AJ Styles loses was the word that came from Eric Watts earlier, Mike.
Basically, it would turn into a disqualification. And remember, here in TNA, when the championship belts are on the line, the champion can lose his title if he's disqualified.
Oh, Mike, I've been waiting for this all day. Such a contrast in height and weight. You would think that D'Lo has an unbelievable advantage. But we've seen the phenomenal AJ Styles do things that defy gravity, that defy natural laws. So D'Lo's going to have an A game like he's never had. But one thing D'Lo, won't have is an excuse. It's just him and AJ.
You can certainly feel the excitement, the tension here in the Asylum. We noticed that Styles uses a kick here in the early going. Will that be a sign of things to come? Will he try and work on the leg of D'Lo Brown, who uses his size advantage with the shoulder block?
Oh, if I'm D'Lo, especially since there's the cage and there's nowhere for AJ to go, I use my size and weight the entire match. Ground him, wear him out, and get the pin in that way.
Off the drop kick, D'Lo Brown able to put on the brakes and avoid making contact with the very unforgiving steel cage. They lock it up, collar and elbow. D'Lo grabs the side headlock.
One thing I am glad about is our director of authority is 6'6" and has a distinct size advantage on Vince Russo. That way he can hold him at bay. Oh, here they go, Mike.
Yeah, D'Lo repeated shots to the midsection. Then the big
beating.
clubbing blow takes Styles down. You talked about grounding him.
Oh, here he goes!
That's exactly what he's done. Big scoop, mid-ring slam by the challenger. Springs off the ropes.
Oh, AJ showing his ability.
High hip toss takeover by Styles, but D'Lo is ready. D'Lo counter.
Oh, look at AJ Styles. Wait a minute, D'Lo's got him.
D'Lo stops Styles. Where's he gonna send him?
Yeah, all right. And well, look at AJ.
Tried to catapult him into the cage.
That was wicked.
AJ able to stop. He was able to avoid the contact with the cage. He didn't go face first into the steel and then comes back with a jumping back elbow.
Unbelievable agility, Mike. I know you don't like Russo, but you love the talent of this AJ Styles.
That's never been in question.
And what he just did there, when it looked like D'Lo was going to put him face first in the cage. He wouldn't let it happen. Oh, man.
What impact with the clothesline. AJ, shockingly, goes to the power game to take down the much larger opponent.
And it cost him right there.
That's the way that you answer a clothesline.
That was the most wicked clothesline I've ever seen D'Lo give.
And again, director of authority, Eric Watts.
He's just parading Russo around the ring.
He's carrying Russo around the ringside area. Russo trying to shout out strategy, trying to keep the game plan firmly in the mind of AJ Styles. To the corner goes D'Lo.
Oh, AJ.
Yeah, D'Lo went for the float over. AJ was ready, caught him with the low blow, follows up with a snapmare, and then repeated kicks. One to the back, one to the front.
I have to say one thing, though. I respect that the way AJ Styles has come out doing this, Mike. He's done a completely different game plan than I would have thought. I mean, he's using the kicks, he's using the forearms. It's almost like he's trying to take him straight for strength. But D'Lo waiting for him right there.
Is that going to be a smart move on the part of Styles?
Oh!
Or will the power, the strength, the size advantage of the challenger D'Lo Brown pay off?
And just throws him down, and AJ gets raked down the side of the steel cage.
Another quick mention, 1 week from tonight, Raven, Shane Douglas, finally, one-on-one here on TNA, in addition to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, joining forces with AMW against Gilberti, Diamond and Swinger. That's next Wednesday. Tonight, the NWA World's Heavyweight title is on the line, and D'Lo takes the champion and drives him face first into the steel.
Well, I got a quick moment, Mike. I'm like you. I can also hardly wait to see Raven and Shane Douglas next week.
D'Lo back to the offensive.
Just letting him have it here.
Drives those right hands into the side of the head of Styles. Oh,
look at him raking it across the gate. I can tell you something, Mike. He has got AJ in a great spot right here. AJ has no room to maneuver, and he took advantage of it. Yes.
all power game here from D'Lo.
Well, if you're D'Lo Brown, that's the game you want to play. Although we've seen D'Lo can fly just as high as AJ. AJ is bloodied up. I don't know if we can see this, but his forehead.
And maybe D'Lo got away from his power game for just that split second.
You know what?
He was going to go high risk, and it didn't pay off.
Beautiful kick by AJ. It puts D'Lo in the same spot. Mike, I think D'Lo thought AJ was hurt. A lot worse than maybe AJ was, or thought he wasn't going to have the quickness to get back to him, but you can't do that with a champ like AJ Styles. You got to put him away now.
I think that's exactly what happened. I think D'Lo anticipated that after he saw the blood running and streaming down the face of the champion AJ Styles, that would have been his opening. That would have been his opportunity to go high risk, but it backfired on the challenger.
Crowd right now fully behind D'Lo as they're just letting AJ know what they think about him. And at the beginning, it was very mixed.
AJ charges across the ring, connects with a vicious drop kick. D'Lo Brown, his face, his head, had nowhere to go but directly into the steel.
Like, this has been almost more of a fight than a wrestling match.
And now D'Lo has been split wide open, much as you would expect after going face first right into the steel fencing.
There's only so much your skin can take, and D'Lo got him with a beautiful move. Broke his back, Mike.
D'Lo elevates AJ, drives him down back first to the canvas. Russo cheering on.
Killing Vince Russo.
Support for Styles, obviously. Plotting strategy for the champion.
Both these guys now.
Yeah, both have been split wide open
and suffer a loss of blood here. They've got to concentrate on the mission at hand, and AJ is D'Lo's taking over right now.
Released overhead German suplex. And he just overpowered him, elevated him, sent him airborne, dropped him with a back body drop, and he's just challenging AJ Styles to get to his feet. And as soon as he gets to his feet, he plants him with a clothesline.
D'Lo definitely has the momentum here. Wait a minute, AJ doesn't do what D'Lo was expecting him to do, and wait a minute. D'Lo is in control here, Mike.
It's all about the power game, and again, D'Lo relies on the strength, the size, the weight advantage to drive Styles down. D'Lo, second attempt at a high-risk move. That time he hit the low down, frog splash, pow, no! He can't believe it, neither can we.
I don't even know how he can see with the blood rolling in his eyes like that. Vince Russo knows he just got lucky. But D'Lo's not letting up.
Into the corner.
AJ was waiting.
D'Lo charges at AJ, but AJ, smart move, last split second. First, elevates his power bombs him. He look at the clash. He gave up. Styles clash. Here's one. Here's two. No! D'Lo Brown, recognizing the importance of this match. Dug down deep. He dug down deep. He summoned the strength, and he kicked out at two. He kicked out from the Styles clash.
When was the last time anybody kicked out of Styles clash? D'Lo, it's almost like a linebacker, just taking the running back and letting him have it.
Running sit-out powerbomb by D'Lo. Back up to a knee. D'Lo back up to his feet.
Man, AJ. Whoa, D'Lo Brown is just absolutely demolishing him right now, Mike.
Threw him down again, powerbomb style. D'Lo's gonna go. He's gonna go high risk again. No.
Here he goes.
No, he's climbing the cage. He already hit the lowdown. He already hit the frog splash off the top rope. My God, he's on top of the cage. The challenger, D'Lo Brown.
Wait a minute. Some kind of white powder there that Russo.
He threw powder in the eyes of Watts.
Shaking the cage with D'Lo.
Russo and rammed him into the cage. D'Lo Brown, who was perched up on top of the steel cage, he fell all the way from the top of the cage, all the way down to the ring.
Oh, he took a serious hit.
What a tremendous fall by D'Lo Brown. My God, he was set for the lowdown. He was set for the frog splash off the top of the cage.
Both of them are out. Who can get there first?
Senior official, senior referee Rudy Charles putting in the count. AJ drapes the arm across. Here's one,
two. No! No!
The winner of the match, and still NWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, AJ Styles.
Do you believe it?
Eric Watts doesn't realize it, but he cost D'Lo.
I think he does now.
No way would AJ have recovered from that.
I think Eric Watts, the director of authority, realizes what took place as D'Lo Brown was on top of the cage. The contact that he made with Vince Russo knocked D'Lo Brown all the way from the top of the cage down to the ring, and that allows AJ Styles to drape an arm across D'Lo Brown. And yes, AJ Styles has done it. He retains the NWA World's Heavyweight title.
Again, the interference, although it was unintentional by Eric Watts, AJ was able to take advantage of it. D'Lo was just too high up to sustain